Welcome back, guys, to the myth of illusions. Now, today's topic, we've got a rather interesting topic, a quite taboo topic, actually, which delves into the realms of the occult and esoteric, quite arcane knowledge, actually. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Now, today's topic is, how do warlocks and witches gain and distribute energy within the cult? Witches and warlocks obtain and distribute energy through a sophisticated system of practices centered on personal energy cultivation and collective amplification. Understanding these mechanisms requires examining the sources of energy and the methods used to channel it in a group setting. Personal energy sources. The foundation of magical energy work begins with the individual practitioner. Witches are taught that power resides within their bodies, which they can deliberately release and direct through various techniques. The internal energy comes from multiple sources. 1. Life force energy. Perhaps the most sacred and most powerful energy source available to witches is their personal life force, sometimes called vital energy or spiritual essence. This is the animating energy that sustains consciousness and physical existence, making it inherently potent for magical work. Practitioners develop awareness of how much energy they are running at any given moment and learn to observe the energetic patterns across all activities. 2. The universal and elemental energy, which is also tap into broader energy sources. Universal energies. Universal energy flows through all things in the universe and is considered accessible, safe, and easy to tap into, though generally subtler than other sources. Additionally, practitioners work the 5 elemental energies, which is earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, each carrying distinct frequencies and transformative power. These elemental forces are particularly potent but require skill to handle safely, as raw elemental energy can destabilize a practitioner's own energetic makeup if misused. 3. External environmental sources. Witches draw energy from natural phenomena, including lunar and solar cycles, seasonal changes, and the earth itself. Grounding techniques involve visualizing roots or energy streams connecting to the earth's core to draw stable, replenishing energy. Energy generation and raising techniques. Individual practitioners employ multiple methods to generate and raise personal energy. Bodily movement and dance. Physical movement is central to raising and directing energy flow in ritual and spellcraft. During group rituals, witches may be instructed to move their bodies freely through dancing, jumping, crawling, or rolling to raise energy. This bodily movement stimulates altered states of consciousness and shifts from linear, brain-based processing to intuitive, embodied, magical consciousness. The lack of judgment or self-consciousness allows energy to flow more freely. Chanting, drumming, and sound. Practitioners raise their energy through synchronized vocalization and rhythmic repercussion. Chanting and singing, often combined with drumming, create coherent vibrational frequencies that amplify the energy generated by the group. Breath work and meditation. Controlled breathing and meditative practices help practitioners access deeper states of consciousness where energy manipulation becomes more effective. Visualization and intention. Focused mental imagery combined with clear intention directs the energy towards specific magical goals. The quality of belief in the manifestation of desired outcomes directly influences magical effectiveness. Collective energy distribution in covens. Now, once energy is raised individually, it is pooled and distributed within the coven structure through specific techniques. One of them is the cone of power. The most iconic method of collective energy work is the cone of power, a visualization technique used specifically in Wiccan traditions. Coven members stand in a circle, sometimes holding hands, and focus their combined attention on a singular point above the ground at a center of circle. As they dance, drum, chant, or perform other ritual gestures, the energy they generate raises upward, forming a cone-shaped construct. The energy is believed to build to a peak through sustained collective focus and movement. When the ritual leader judges the moment has reached maximum intensity, they signal to the group and accumulated energy is released upward towards the stated magical goal. Group mind and unified intention. The power of the coven relies on achieving what the practitioners call the group mind, a synchronized state where all members align their consciousness and intention towards a single purpose. This requires clear prior communication of what the ritual's intent, frequent reminders of the purpose throughout the working, and reinforcement through invocations and evocations. When members truly merge their energies, the combined effect becomes multiplicative rather than merely additive. Circle casting and sacred space. Before raising collective energy, covens create a consecrated circle that serves multiple functions. This sacred space is visualized as a protective energetic construct, often imagined as a cone, sphere, or tube. Both contains the raised energy and separates the magical workings from ordinary reality. The creation of this liminal space between worlds allows energy to be worked with more effectively and prevents it from dissipating into the mundane environment. Directional and elemental invocations. To structure and strengthen collective energy raising, covens invoke the four cardinal directions: east, south, west, and north, and the associated elements: air, fire, water, earth, plus spirit or deity. Each invocation anchors the group's focus and opens channels through which energy can flow more powerfully. Grounding and closure. After raising and directing energy, the coven brings attention back to mundane consciousness through grounding techniques, sharing food and drink, a practice called cakes and alley, allowing members to speak individual prayers or personal gratitude, and gradually releasing the energetic temple through counterclockwise closure help to stabilize members and complete the circuit of energy work. Energy distribution models. Within cults and coven hierarchies, energy flows through established structures. A coven typically consists of elders who manage local affairs, with a chief figure, often representing a deity, holding the highest position in religious matters. During collective workings, the ritual leader holds responsibility for timing the peak moment and directing the released energy towards its intended goal. This hierarchical distribution ensures that powerful forces are guided with focus and intent rather than diffusing chaotically. The sharing and distribution of energy within a coven creates bonds described as intimate as those between lovers. Members merge their energies in ways that require trust, vulnerability, and synchronized consciousness. This creates what practitioners experience as genuine connection and shared purpose. Energy work within witchcraft and warlock practices thus represents a complete system. Individuals cultivate and raise personal energy through embodied practice. Multiple energy sources are accessed and blended. Collective focus multiplies this energy potency. Structured ritual containers directed with precision and hierarchical roles ensure intentional deployment towards magical goals. This sophisticated energetic technology forms the foundation of a cult or coven in magical practice. If you liked today's video, please do like, share and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.